Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the London Monarchs taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
And his pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The completion good fully 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
A gain of a yard.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to have the first down past the 20. It's a room to maneuver. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a touchdown. John Ross, 94 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Logan Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
15. But it's third.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Aguilar has it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down.
To throw is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
On the play. First down, Las Vegas.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Carr.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Down and 10.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Taken in by T. Higgins. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Burrow on play action. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. They go play action with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down. Control. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 79 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. John Ross, 84 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
To Noah Fant.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Well, absolutely. And that sack finally a first ball. And pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fill him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There's Ross complete. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throw.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for the touchdown. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past over through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turn. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Raiders 17.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down and 10.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though? Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Oh, he'll let one, and that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown! T. Higgins. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up.
24.
And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. Having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. On second down now. It's Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 30.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Joe Mixon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Brings up second and 8.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Burrow. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
The 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Oh, he'll let one go deep for him. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Carr throwing right, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First down and 10.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
And he takes us beyond the 35. Got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Burrow on play action. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Touchdown! From 30 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
for the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a... The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Throwing now is Carr. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
37-yard line.
Now Carr again. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Renfro. 24.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That was a very strong gain of 24.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Goes to the right side here. Complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the goal line, but It's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Burrow eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it.